Good morning, my fellow Nords. It's another Skyrim mod coffee review. I am Gajara.
I'm Ms. Amilo 7.
Today we are going to be looking at the Solitude Underarch by, forgive me, Seldregia Blez.
Yeah, we don't pronounce well, but it'll also be in there. And this is one of the featured mods for the month.
Yes, once a week we're going to do one of the feature mods. This is mainly for the newbies that come in and wonder what mods are out there. And I know I, for one, am not one of those that's going to scroll through 200 pages to get to the earliest mods.
Yeah, but if you're if you're playing Skyrim to begin with, start without mods.
Well, yeah, but
just one or two player through. Simply because I never did that. He had it already modded when I got into it, and when I started to try and play on the PS4, no. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. But I did try, and I sort of imprinted on the one with a little bit of mods. But you need to play one time through, and then mod it up as you like it, because they are so much. There's so many out there and so fun, and it's just a blast to do. This being one of them.
Yes. Okay. So this is Solitude Underarch,
yes.
And
we wanted to make sure it didn't interact or interfere with the Scarlet.
Yes, and as you can see, Scarlet is perfectly fine.
Okay, so we're good.
We did not sink my ship.
Yeah, it didn't crash us, so we're good. just
a small town. It's got some external textures, but they actually fit with the...
It really does. Chilava's Bakery.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm game.
My cat's in the window. Sun's not up yet.
But yeah, it's just a small little town. A few NPCs to run around.
She's got
a bakery. Oh, there's the oven. Okay, good.
Oh, there's sweet rolls.
They're mine.
Don't steal them. Don't buy them. Ask her what she's got for sale.
Needs.
I'm in need of. Do you have? What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
I like her look too.
But yeah, it's bakery.
Wow.
Come by in and go all of the sweet rolls you want.
All right then.
Oh yeah. Look at the. I love the look. See the horns on?
Yeah.
I like that.
You have questions?
It's so cool. Yeah. Sorry about that. I make him look around and scared poor Arcadia. Arcadia's cauldron. He had to look around there for a while. She's following him around.
And I was sneaking. She didn't know I was there, and yet she was talking to me, and yet she never even noticed that I was there.
Never. But she followed you. Well, especially when you started to sneak, you walked in, and then you started to sneak. So, yeah. But anyway.
Okay.
You know what? It does look. It looks like it fits. It really does.
Yes.
I like this. Builder's merchant. Ooh. See what he sells.
Now this is. It's not as cheated as my homes.
I am sure you will find what you are looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stowed away.
Razindar.
Need something? Take a look.
Okay.
Clay, firewood. I don't do it. Glass hinge.
What?
It does that on.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know why it's doing that, but it's not me.
Just scroll down, because it's a little hinky when you're trying to scroll down. If you come back at all, it's gonna take it out. So, okay, locks, nail. Oh, got a lot of nails. Quarried stone, clay. Okay, cool. Building supplies.
Yes.
I like.
Ace Hardware.
Right,
It's really nice. Look at this.
And of course you do have your tools, your saws. I'm sure there's a hammer in here somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure. They're probably in stuff downstairs. Quit messing with it.
All for sale.
Freak out, poor cat. Oh, Smith. Yes, see?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, that's good. I really like this so far. It just fits in here.
Oh, money.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
Yeah, it needs some hammers in here.
You don't need hammers. You don't use hammers.
How do you make the nails?
You just use that little anvil thing. You don't use hammers. You have one in your
Yeah.
your smithing areas just to be, to have it there, but you don't need them like you need a pickaxe.
They say that the NPCs here are essential. You want me to go to the docks first?
I just want to stand here and look down. Oh, stop. Yeah, they're essential, well, but they can still die.
You can kill them. A dragon cannot.
Really?
I think that's how we put it.
I don't know. Or they're not essential. I'm not sure. I forget, I'm sorry.
Okay, what do we got here?
I don't try to kill the NPCs anyway.
But you succeed so well.
I wish there was a spell that made stuff weightless.
No.
Okay, what else does he say about this? What else did he say about this? And each of the players have backstories if you look for journals and notes.
Yeah, and there's a more NPC of different races, I think he said. Because
yes,
Solitude is surprisingly, it's supposed to be a port city, it's surprisingly
very Nord.
Yeah.
Just want to take a look and see what people's houses look like.
Alright.
Yeah, see here, this journal here.
Read it. Kieran's journal. See, now this is a life. It's a modest place, sure, but I'm in Solitude, the capital of SKYRIM, and I'm a homeowner. Location was cheap, but I'm struggling to see why. The fishery stinks a bit, but the smell doesn't carry too far away from the dock. There's a smithy that will fix anything that breaks, and a bakery is a gift from the 8. I don't know what that lizard does with her baking, but it's the best I ever had. Her bread is so light and fluffy, and I've never had potato bread that was edible before. I've been here a year or so and noticed the beggar around. Doesn't seem to be very old, and it seems more like a lost kid. If he hasn't found a place to live soon, I'll clear some space and roll out a bedroll for him and let him stay here in return for some cleaning. I hate to see a youngster with their whole life ahead of him reduced to begging. Poor kid's name is Lestor. Well, he's actually around 20, but he's still a kid to me. He took my offer after telling me he was looking for his parents. Apparently they used to own the fishery. I've asked both the man running it and the Agronians constantly moving barrels to and from it, but nobody seems to have a clue what happened to Lester's parents. Guess whoever bought the place from them sold them up between now and then to whoever these Argonians work for. Lester went to get a job as a guard today, and given how he has refused to talk about it and has clearly been crying, I decided to just comfort him. In a way, he's become my kid now. I've even added him to my prayers at the Temple of the 8. If the 8 need help anyone, surely Lester must be worthy.
Okay.
Cool.
So just little itty bitty.
Yeah, just little backstories. It's very nice. I really like this. We can keep this, right?
For as long as my machine handles it.
I like this so far. I really do. It looks like it belongs here.
Yeah, it looks like it fits. It expands the dock a bit.
Yes, and I like that.
History of Raven Rocks.
Oh.
So
Ashans.
Dark Elves is my belief.
Dunmer or Dunmer?
Yeah.
Dunmer, yeah.
Where's the journal?
They used to call Nern the...
It's funny, really. I hadn't expected to get married, let alone to a Dunmer, but Bendu is just the sweetest man I've ever met. It took a while to get married. I wanted a Dunmer wedding because I wanted something interesting, but even though we went all the way to Raven Rock, a fascinating if somewhat empty place, His local temple rejected us because I wasn't a Dunmer. So we had to give up on the idea of a Dunmer wedding and decided we had to marry in the Riften. Something we were both dreading, for nowhere in Skyrim and possibly Tamriel would you find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Well, maybe elsewhere. Goodness. After marriage, we decided to leave Riften as fast as possible to make a pilgrimage to Skyrim's Shrine of Azura before we decided where to settle down. Poor Bendu didn't cope with the cold well. I even slipped a few snowberries into his mead to try and warm him up a bit. It was well worth the trip, though, even though I did have to carry Bendu up those brutal steps at the base of the shrine. Something odd happened at the shrine. We both came to the same decision at the same time. We would settle in Solitude. I think it was Azura guiding our fates, and I really don't know why people say the Daedra are evil. It took us many years, but we eventually managed to scrape enough gold together from mining moonstone to afford a small home under Solitude's arch. Bendu used some old friend to get us some cheap furniture, which is good as for some reason it would have cost a fortune to get some crudely made Nord furniture. Why can't we be so good at making armor and weapons, but so inept at making furniture? Only problem was the ship captain who brought it over. I'm sure that Argonian brute is a pirate. She robbed us blind with her shipping fees, but it still came to less than getting something made here in Skyrim, oddly. Having lived here for a while, I've come to realize that while the climb into the city proper is absolutely brutal, it keeps us away from the abuse we've faced since we got together. We scrape a little income by doing local deliveries for the local bakery and smithy, and as long as we can afford to keep this house, all else we need is each other. Very nice.
Everyone was a gladiator in this thing called life.
Okay.
This is going to be fun. Just a little something extra.
I actually do like this. It seems to be smooth.
It does. You haven't had any frame rate drop or anything, right? So, it's adds something to Solitude, which was sorely needed. A little bit more population, a little bit extra stuff. Let's go to the docks before you go under the arch or anything.
I don't think I go under the arch.
Well, there was a thing about anyway, yeah. Or what is this? What is it? Fishery? The fishery. Okay.
Got something for just about everybody in here.
Are you
been? Holler if you have any questions.
You have questions?
No.
Well, you're going too fast. I wanted to try to.
I'm all ears. Take a look.
And all sorts of fish.
Okay. I'm trying to look around here and you're zooming. Okay. Alright, go. Turn around.
Yes.
Shut up, dude.
You have questions?
No, dude.
No, I just wanted to look around, see.
What's what?
You could forge numbers.
Really?
I don't know if it's actually settled.
Huh. I don't know.
I don't know if it's actually set for Thieves Guild quest, but
yeah.
Yes.
Still, cool, okay. There's nothing in the fishery so far, but okay. Still, it's neat. I still want to come explore, I really do. Coffee. Sorry. Need coffee.
Okay, first.
Okay. Nothing down there, right? Hello.
You have questions?
Argonian merchant, sea merchants.
Yeah, we'll go see.
Yes. You have tidings.
So no dialogue with them.
Okay. The wayward worm. Cool. The wayward worm. I like that. Okay.
Hi.
Fine, I'll back up.
Yeah, he will run over you. You gotta look more than just.
This here was a wall, and I know I come down, I gotta turn around.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, yeah, give me a little bit of a view here, see what you're doing. Because I don't know what the heck was upstairs when you came in. But as you went down the stairs, I saw a workbench or something or other. So that's all I know.
Coin purse under the bed?
Don't steal the toy purse. Not yet, anyway. Okay. Oh. Wow.
I'm guessing captain's quarters.
Okay. We'll go see. It's a big old area. That's a
It
very
doesn't look
narrow
like.
boat.
Yeah. Well, he split it down in half with the wall.
Okay.
My thing is, I think he just took a boat and just.
That's okay. No issue with that, right?
No.
So what's this? Uh-oh.
Let's find out. I think this is the captain's quarters. Yeah.
And yet another door. Which I'd do. Sort of like the Dainty Slode, right? There's a journal. Captain Lenava's journal. Solitude Fishery is a joke. A few little rowing boats is all they have, and they're barely breaking even, and that's the only legitimate business around here, thanks to the bloody East Empire Company, occupying the main docks and demanding extortion money from anyone who doesn't sell their soul to them but wants to dock. So if there's any money to be made here, it's got to be from the almost abandoned cheap docks in that fishery. And there I have a plan. Took some wrangling, but I managed to locate the owner of that pathetic fishery and buy him out. He refused to sell until a courier just happened to drop off a ransom note from some bandit who had recently captured his wife, and suddenly he was more than willing to sell just to pay her ransom. Even packaged his hideous little kid off to the orphanage in Riften because he couldn't afford to feed it anymore. So now I had a fishery. Just first order of business was to fire all the workers who wouldn't meet my demands, which turned out to be almost all of them. Although I did reassign one of the Argonians, Jerkitha, to my crew. His hulking frame will come in handy as a porter, and while he was terrible at catching fish, he wanted to work. If he causes any trouble, I'm sure Skiva will put him in his place. Shiva. Finding a capable and willing workforce proved impossible, so I decided to use my backup plan, which cost me a fortune, but is starting to really pay off. Simply put, I had a mage enchant a barrel to duplicate any intact fish dumped in them. Not really sure how she did it, but you throw one fish and a filled black soul gem in, and out comes a barrel load of clones that can then be shoved into a normal barrel. Usually get at least 10 barrels of fish from every soul gem. Of course, the work wasn't cheap, and the black soul gems aren't exactly the easiest things to come by, although the mage who did the work set me up with a seller. Funniest thing happened. The old owner of the fishery came back the other day to ask for a job for him and his whale of a wife so they could afford to eat and have a place to sleep. Had them live in the fishery to watch the barrels and keep the skeevers out. Until I can find a better use for it, at least maybe I could do the barreling there rather than stinking out my ship. Something to think about. With the fish rolling in and my ship starting to stink of fish guts, I needed to find a use for the fishery building itself other than just a storage warehouse, so I promoted the old owner and his plump wife to a job on my ship and employed some local called Coldan to gut and preserve the fish. He lives in the fishery itself, saves paying accommodation for the idiot, and if he wants to quit, well, he can fill one of my soul gems in my belly like the last people living in that building. Okay. Alright. Profits are good and have been for a few years. Nobody questions or minds a few dead bandits or pirates, and both the guards and EEC are none the wiser and think we're a perfectly legitimate fishery business, especially since I graciously let one of the locals sell the fish he catches from the EEC dogs in Solitude itself. Although if he ever needs fish, I'm willing to sell some to him. Although I've caught a few EEC spies stowed away, probably seeing how we're getting so much fish. The last one filled a soul gem well, my belly not so. Right runt he was, probably why he was selected, small enough to hide. Shakitha has informed me Coldan is going mad and that he thinks the barrels are watching him. Not really sure why he cares about him so much, but then again, I guess people like to look after the local madman. So I'm not going to do anything about it as long as the lunatic still does his job. Not really sure if Shakitha is reporting it to me out of weakness or because I made him my first officer. Notes. What are those? Letter to Lenavus. Dear Captain Lenavus, thanks for telling your crew to stop making passes at me if I had heard any of them say anything from me about that foul book about the slutty maid to me ever again, they would have no tales left. I'm also wondering if you are heading to Cyrodiil anytime soon, as I would like to go back and see my family again, and I don't exactly like the idea of crossing the land border with these stormcloaks around, and Harold's ship isn't exactly the way I would want to travel anywhere. Tilava. The other one? Letter from Harold. Please be rational and don't skin my helmsman. She's a good helmsman at sea, but a bit clumsy in port. I've taken over for docking after the incident the other day. If you want to threaten someone, threaten me. I know you're Cyrodiilic and have a tendency to exaggerate a lot when angry. I've seen this when a guard called me a filthy Nord for accidentally taking Tankard outside a pub. He went back to being completely civil and polite after I paid the fine, so I'm willing to let it slide. Captain Harold. Okay. Okay, well, whatever.
My follower didn't follow me into this room.
Well, that's a good thing, though, right? Because he won't shut his mouth.
Let's see where he stopped following me at.
This is cool, though. I like this. I do wish it was more population, you know, a little bit more populous.
There you are. I am liking this. This is really...
It is. It's interesting. You know, it's good. I like it. It does fit the whole area. It looks normal. You know, even I love the Scarlet, but you know, it's a big red ship. But come on. Anyway. But this, I mean, it really looks nice. That's just one of the ships, too.
Yeah, there's two ships here.
Yeah.
Harold captains the tiny thing here.
Yes.
Are you Captain Harold? No, you're Kazir. And I know you're not. You're Carissa.
Yes? Yes?
They all sleep
What-
on deck.
What's on here? Shipping request. Captain Harold, this one requires only 3 crates out this month, all to be sent to my sister in Anvil. She'll distribute my wares where the coin is better and will handle your payment as usual, Rizindar. Okay. There's a few books over there.
Is that right? I don't know.
What?
These ships confuse me anyway, so.
Why?
If the wheel there
Need something?
is in the right place, where's the back and where's the front of the boat, basically?
Just depends.
Okay, have we been all the way
I
around?
like this. It just looks so nice. You've got a few little shops here.
Graves are for those that
People,
didn't make the
Algonians,
Solitude,
and all this all over the place.
died defending the city.
And
I think a general trade is needed, but that's
there's not a general trade.
no.
There's
You've
a
got the
smith
building. You've got the building supplies and the bakery.
and 2 houses, right?
Yeah, 3 houses.
Okay. Who are you? Oh, you're
Yes.
Bendu.
Thanks for talking to me. And that's the
The entrance
gate
up
into
to-
Solitude.
Okay, and what's the other one around this way? So there's 2, right?
There's 2.
Yeah.
Some temple they have here. I expected no Oriel
okay.
or Trinimac, but where are the
Why
Nordic
did I think there were
gods?
2?
I don't know.
You never know with me. Okay.
But it is very well done.
It really is. It's just, look at this. It's perfect.
I don't know if it's Radiant Quest enabled.
Oh, well, I don't know either. But,
Which, oh, and there's a little rowboat down here for fishing. But it is,
I did like the ledger in there. That was cute. So I don't think that would be because it would be from the Thieves Guild.
right?
Oh, there's a little farm. See? Potatoes.
Smart idea.
Need something?
granting Hammerfell independence.
No.
I'm sorry, wait a minute.
Idea why they
Yes?
You don't sound like an orc, but that's okay. You don't need to say anything.
And what might you need?
Got something to say?
Yeah, that's right,
All
Chief.
right then.
Okay, so,
This is what, Solitude Under the Ark, right?
yeah, Solitude Underarch.
I like this. It just adds something to Solitude that was sorely needed. A
Yes.
little bit more.
Exactly. The textures, not a big fan of exterior textures, but it works. It really works here. It looks like it fits. It's
Yes.
not extremely overly painted, overly colorful. It's
No, but
it's not supposed to be.
It's not taking up the whole.
Yeah.
It looks like it was made to go here.
Exactly. The ships, they are not so big that other ships can't get through the arch out to the Ghost Sea. Very well, good use of the space.
It really is.
I like it. I think it's really worth downloading just for
Just
aesthetics.
yes, it just looks good. It looks like it belongs here. It really
Yes.
does.
Okay, guys. So, I'm Gajara.
I'm Miss Milo7.
This has been a Skyrim Mod Coffee review. Be sure to hit the like, follow, subscribe button. We got videos coming almost every day.
Yes, we still need recommendations.
The recommendation
Please.
suggestions, all down in the comments down below. Ms. Milo's going to share this on.
On my Facebook, to the groups Skyrim Mods and Modders, to Skyrim Junkies and to the lowercase of the Skyrim addicts. Those 3.
So if you leave comments on any of those 3,
We'll get back to you with that one as well.
Okay, guys. So join us here for our next review. And
Sorry, when you do that, it's just same bat time, same bat channel. That tells you how old I am. Sorry, it just hit
she
me.
used to watch that when it first came out.
Shut up.
Okay, guys. We'll see you with our next review.